Hello and welcome to GeekatPlay Studio Tutorials. So in this tutorial we'll continue modeling for the Vue and we're creating a werewolf kind of house. And will be freestyle modeling, so it's mean I don't have any reference images that I want created. It will be kind of primitive house, so we don't go in details. What I want to look it is mainly concept how we can separating and model specifically to take best advantage of the Vue materials and environment driven materials. So let's begin by looking on couple concept. We'll start with the walls. And again, because this is house designed for the far away or middle range rendering, so we don't need to apply too much details for the close-up to reduce polygon counts. And also we won't worry to modeling anything inside. Beside that, when we start modeling inside, I probably want to decide the 3/4 or whatever the house, so we can have it easy access for the camera. Okay, I want to create the logs for our house, and we have two ways we can create this. One, we can create a cube. We can go ahead and increase dice, but not at this point, so I'll just shrink down. Okay, be sure I have it properly, my normals going. Okay, next I'm going to in the vertex tools, and I'm selecting just my slice tool. Okay, and again, if you hold down shift button while you're selecting, it will be going on the middle of the object, so you can see it's kind of snapping. And we can go just again, this is concept for some logs, how we can do. I won't do this way our house, I just want to show one way to do it. So we can do this way. Okay, we have it here. Next, we want select maybe every other. Actually, in perfect, if we have it little bit more, maybe we'll do this way right now. So we'll just add a few more right here. Just two around. Okay. And one thing when you design, if you look inside on the houses that in the real world, what is make them look real? It's imperfection actually, but problem with many models that solved, they're all perfect. The all walls is perfect, all cuts is perfect, and it's a reason why, because that was created on a machine where you have it by the numbers. In the real world, the logs is never exactly the same. Some bigger, some smaller, taller, or other things, which is actually take additional extra work to do this. Or people apply to textures, which is very symmetrical. So what I want to do, I'm just going select these on the middle ones. Okay, and again we can go ahead and just go and select by numbers. Also, I'm going to press L to loop around this way. Okay, next we want to go and enable soft selection. A soft selection, I want just slightly go down, so we affecting but not very much, and we can kind of start shrinking them slightly, maybe a little bit more on a soft selection applied. Okay, so right here you can see we created kind of looking like logs. Couple things we maybe want sometimes readjust to fix some point, but here's one way to create a log wall. And again, we can add more additional line dividing, so we don't have hard angles. But this is, again, this is concept, like right here, this is was better positioning, and you can notice it's look more kind of logs, but this is one way to create the wall. Okay, it's faster way. The problem is maybe on the sides you don't want to create it, and again we can create second wall. Okay, let me rotate this wall and place it right here on the side. Okay, here's a couple of things when you do log walls. You notice how the logs going right here equally. In real life they don't. They're going just to the middle like this because you have cut moments. So it's how they're supposed to going. And again, it's look kind of okay, but it's one way to create it, but I don't necessarily like this way. So I like to do a little bit take harder and longer, but I do like create individual logs. Okay, and I will leave it 8 by 8 sections, so but just default. Okay, you can rotate by click and hold down shift button. It will lock for you, so you can rotate in angles. So right here I have it one log. Okay, before we continue with the logs, to duplicate them, one thing, I don't want clone them, I want copy them because I want modify each individual log. But also what I want to do, I want to go ahead, select the sites and create new domains for the sites. So on this case, now we have it cut, we can apply just materials specifically to the sites, and also we can apply different materials just for the log. So in that case, we have it, we can kind of have a different look like real log. So next things we can control and we'll just drag up, so we copy. Let's look on the side and you can notice how we have an interchange here. We could and we'll do after, we'll readjust them. If you want it, you can also scale them slightly up and down, but for the simplicity of the tutorial, I'll just leave it like this. However, we will move them, and I'm just readjusting them and copying. So right here we create a simple wall. Okay, next we can go ahead and just maybe slightly make it look different. So we have some distortions, and we can do same with other one by selecting side polygons and pull them out. Okay, but it's just different type of techniques. You can use it to creating yours. Well, the couple things right here, again, we have it polygons, but actually if you notice, we're using all polygons, even those one inside, so we don't have it any unused polygons, even they intersect. So let's go ahead, Control G to group that together as one wall, and I'm going to duplicate that wall, just put on a side, and I'm going to duplicate that wall one more time, and again hold down shift. Okay, click first shift and rotate, so we'll lock, and we can go shrink slightly down. Okay, if we go in the middle right here, okay, remember we want to go so our logs will be going kind of intersect, and sadly I can see a lot of models that use a bit more simplicity. We have it gaps now that we need to fill up right here, and we'll come back to them after. So again, this is just very rough shape. Couple things about windows. We can cut off and create open windows, or we can just overlay windows, and I'll show you the techniques with a simple windows overlay and some utilizing materials inside the view, so we can make it look like glowing windows. So actually, yeah, let's leave it windows unopened so we can look on that techniques, we can apply it. So here's something very basic. Okay, we created few walls, and in next tutorials we'll continue working on a roof for this building.